Francis Cole has a little story this morning about music and about the sense of loss. Most of us have never owned anything so precious that its loss would make us feel empty and bereft. But then most of us have never owned a Stradivarius.
The Longy School of Music occupies a landmark townhouse just off Harvard Square in Cambridge, Massachusetts. It's a serene haven where gifted young musicians learn their craft from professionals. This is the school's director, concert violinist and master teacher, Roman Totenberg.
Okay. Sounds pretty good.
Last May, after a concert, a crime was committed in this dressing room. Roman Totenberg's 250-year-old Stradivarius violin, valued at $250,000, was stolen, and it has not been found.
Everything else was left here, but the case and there were several bows. They have taken 2 bows and left everything else. I saw something was wrong. Then I realized that it was taken away.
Mr. Totenberg's violin was made in 1734 by Antonio Stradivari and is one of only 400 instruments by the Italian master known to exist. When you've lived with such a treasure for almost 40 years, it's not possible to fully replace it.
It wasn't never played professionally, I think. And that's one reason that it took some time to wake it up, to work it out, find all the things that it needed, the right kind of strings and so on and so on. And I think that really only maybe last 20 years it really came to its full potential.
His depression was so great that Mr. Totenberg could not play any violin seriously for months. He concentrated on teaching and working with a string orchestra of child prodigies at the Longy School. But a musician accustomed to playing a classic cannot wait indefinitely. At the rare violin studio of Jacques Francais in New York, Mr. Totenberg began testing 18th century instruments by Stradivari and Guarneri. Inflation and scarcity had pushed their value beyond $300,000, and at that price, a buyer must be quite particular.
Do you think that this sounds better with this G?
Softer, but it has a little less edges than the other string. The other string gives it a little more projection.
Jacques, do you think one could try to move a little bit the sound post to make the G more powerful?
No, I don't think I should touch it. I think it sounds great. I think it's well balanced right now. No, I think it's great like that. Let me see where it is. You didn't touch it while you had it supposed to, no? Okay, I give you a little touch. Okay?
What one looks for is that the balance of the string is the best possible. I think that once you achieve that you find an instrument that has a beautiful balance, you start looking for shadings, louder, softer, and all the shadings that you are used to produce in great work of art, of composition. To me, a visual aspect of a violin is very important. look at this instrument, which has this marvelous play of color and the grain of the wood, I think you get kind of excited by touching, by looking at it, and when you put it on under your chin, you really feel, now comes the moment, you know.
Tending to favor the Guarnerius, an instrument made in Italy in 1737, Mr. Totenberg played it with his old friend, renowned concert pianist Arthur Balsam. Mr. Balsam liked what he heard. And the cycle was complete. Mr. Totenberg bought the Guarnerius. He feels happier now, but still, in the back of his mind, he hopes for a miracle. The return of his beloved Stradivarius.
Feel that you open this case, and maybe there is the violin after all, you know, that it was maybe all a bad dream, yeah, so I'm so used to take off this piece of cloth and this one, and there is the violin, but there isn't. But you somehow hope that it may happen, that one day you open the case and there is the violin.